Hello everybody, and welcome to my first ever build tutorial. I assume that if you are here watching this video, you have seen the fancy thumbnail. You have been searching for medieval starter houses, something like that, and that is what this is. The original concept is based on European medieval / Tudor kind of wattle and daub whitewashed buildings. It's very similar. Well, in fact, it's in exactly the same vein as the stuff that I'm currently doing on the Late Laogai server. If you're not watching that series, then what are you doing? It's brilliant, and you should definitely go and check it out. Anyway, let's build this thing, I guess. I am currently using the good old bone block in here. I love this. It's got a very nice subtle texture and noise to it, which does break the build up a bit. I feel if you use slightly cleaner blocks, it doesn't work too well. However, there are some alternatives to this. I have chosen all white blocks as I think that looks best against the spruce and things like that. But let's get into them. We have the new 1.12 concrete powder, which is gorgeous. I love it. It's got a lovely texture to it and really nice bit of noise. Would work brilliantly in here as long as there's no gravity spots to worry about, which this house does not. Then we have the new concrete block as well, the kind of set version of the concrete powder. I'm less of a fan of this for this build. It seems a bit too clean and a bit too modern. Doesn't really fit in too well, but hey, that is my personal preference. Next along we have the snow blocks. Very survival friendly, incredibly cheap. Just take a bit of crafting. Not my favorite, purely for these little circles of brilliant white here. It just kind of throws it off a bit and kind of, I don't know, in large quantities I don't like it, but as I say, very cheap. So if you're building on a budget, that's probably the block for you. Next up, we have the wool block. This is what I used to build all of these styles of houses with before the bone block came along, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Once again, very nice bit of noise, very similar to the concrete powder over there. Nice texture to it, really breaks up the eye. Awesome. Last and definitely my least favorite is quartz blocks. For survival, it's expensive, especially to do a house like this. I don't like the borders on it particularly, but other than that, it's quite nice. For me, not in this kind of build. But yeah. That is your alternatives. This is just a little starter house, something to build. You know, you can probably build this within the first couple of days of starting up your Minecraft world, as long as you've got a bone farm or something like that, or you can get hold of gravel and sand, or some snow, or some wool, then you are good to go. But anyway, enough chatting. Let's get on with building. In here we have all of the blocks we are going to need, probably in the wrong order because that's what I'm like. These blocks down here are all decorative blocks. You don't necessarily need them, but I will be showing you how to do this kind of detailing on the house later on. First of all, what you need to do is find one corner of your house, place a spruce block, and then it's 9 blocks until the other one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and place another one. Same on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place another one until you've got a square like that. Then fill in the inside with bone blocks. This is a 7 by 7, all nicely nice like that. And then on the inside, you can use your spruce wood planks or oak wood planks, whatever you have available. Once that is done, you are going to want to bring these pillars up 1, 2, 3, 4, and copy that over here. Is that 4? That'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what you want to do is you want to build up these bone blocks to exactly the same height. So I'm going to do a little bit of speedy up here, and I will catch you once I have finished. Okay, everybody, once you have completed that, you're going to want to grab your stone brick stairs and start placing them upside down along these faces here. This provides us with the footing for our second layer, our second floor of the house, makes us, lets us able, brilliant, makes us able to bring the house out by a block to kind of give it a nice bit of shape, a nice bit of definition. Then what you want to do is, once that's done, you want to come to these corner blocks and place upside down stairs once again. So let's do that, and then we can get on to the second floor like so. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring your spruce pillars here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 again, like that. Like that. One more, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, your next job is to go along on this row here on top of your stone brick stairs and fill all of this in with bone block again. Always good fun. Another little speedy up bit here, and I will catch you when that is all done. Okay, now that is done. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Come back here, you. Let's pick that bone block up again. Another little tip, if you are playing in survival, is just to place a torch in these corners. Wool, redstone, anything that blocks mob spawns, because that will be a dark spot, which is not what you want at all. Right. Then what you want to do is just have a quick little run over your walls, because these blocks are directional. So if you accidentally place one facing the wrong way, you will get a distortion in the pattern. So just have a little run around, make sure you haven't done that, make sure that everything's okay. And then once that is done, you're going to want to pick your front. Now I'm going to pick this side here, and just so that I remember, I'm going to punch a hole in the wall there for a doorway. Then what you want to do is you want to grab your oak wood stairs, come round to the side here, and place your first oak wood stair on that block there. Then what you want to do is come up, hit that up there, behind place an upside down stair, and then a block, stair, upside down stair, block, block, stair, upside down stair, block, block. Then what you want to do is you want to come over to the opposite side and just repeat the same thing again. So that is normal stair there, behind that an upside down stair with a block on top, and then a normal stair on top of that. Upside down stair behind that, 2 blocks on top of that a normal stair, upside down stair, block, block, and then just to cap these off, normal stairs and oak. Right, another good thing to do right now is to just do this and bring this up with your stone stairs. Pretty much following exactly the same pattern here. Don't need it too finicky. This just creates a nice cap for this and lets you make it all pretty and stuff. It would help if I was using the right blocks, wouldn't it? Let's do that and then come back. Nope, that is also the wrong block. First tutorial going well here. Bring these up and like that and like that and up, up like that. No, wrong block again. And then what I do here is I just face a stair going like that, and then finish off the reverse this way. So I'm going to do a little speedy up bit, and I'm going to fill in the rest of the roof here, and I will bring you right back in. And once everything is done, you will end up with something looking like this. One thing that I forgot to mention is that you are going to need to punch away these top blocks of the spruce pillars, just so that that all fits in nicely. Next up, what you are going to want to do is travel all the way up to the top here, place a stair facing away from you, and another stair facing away from you. And then I need to grab some of you. Thank you. Just some cobblestone slabs. This prevents spawning on the roof. Means that you're not going to get sniped by a skeleton when you're trying to walk into your house. Nothing like that. Right, next stage is to fill in this roof. Make sure you are on the correct line. I usually start from the top and bring things down. That's just the way I work. But you do how you wish to do. Obviously this is going to be different in survival because I can currently fly. So let's finish that off. Just like that. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to bring this down one and then put the stairs in. Yeah, I think that looks better. And we'll do the same over on this side. So stairs down like that. Wonderful. Excellent. Right, that is your basic house built. I know it doesn't look like this one. That's because we haven't done any of the detailing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the process that I use rather than replicating this design over and over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave you a little screenshot here that you can pause and you can copy exactly what I've done if that's what you want to do. Okay, so if you've decided to do your own design, then this is your time to shine. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to grab some cobble blocks quickly, because my favourite thing is just creating this border down here. Go all the way around the house. I think that's really, really nice to do. I enjoy it anyway. And then what you're going to want is oakwood stairs, sprucewood slabs, cobblestone walls, buttons, a spruce door, spruce fence, and some wooden trapdoors. All of these colours mixed together really nicely. It continues with the theme of the build. Everything is kind of in there, and everything is linked. So, without further ado, what I love to do first is some good old stone buttons. You cannot go wrong with stone buttons. Here is the rain. Let me just do this for us. Weather clear and time set day. Wonderful. Nobody likes to build in the rain. So I put these buttons on the top and bottom of all of these. To me, they signify nails, like the house has been held up by timber and nails and all that old-fashioned kind of thing, which is something that I really, really like. Next, I go in with some cobblestone walls and do maybe something like that. Because what we're trying to do here is we're actually trying to break up these solid expanses of white. As much as white is the theme for this, if you get too much like here, it's not going to work at all. That's why we use a texture block, because then it doesn't look too bland as it is, and you can fill it in with certain things. Windows also really, really help this build. I just recess them in like that, no biggie at all. I think that just looks good. And we can also maybe do is put in some trapdoors there and there. That doesn't really do much for it. Let's try on the top. That looks much better. This is purely a process of putting things down and seeing where they end up. If you don't like it, take it down. It's that easy. Put some cobblestone walls in and then maybe miss a block like that, and then let's go one up like so, and I think maybe put a window in here. What have I done over there? Yeah, window in there. Do that. I think maybe we can bring that up like that. That adds another little shape to it. That's all good. And then let's put some more cobblestone walls in. it like so. And already it is looking good. Where you see these straight lines here, you just want to kind of break them up using these kind of things. Lovely. Maybe some more cobblestone here and here. Excellent. You can also start to dictate the shape of the building or the way your mind sees this building. When you do this, if you bring these in, this building will look to the eye taller. If you bring them out like this, it's going to look wider. You can also, if you want, flute these shapes, so arc them up like that, and then the top of the house will look wider, whereas the bottom will look smaller, because that is how the mind works, because it is weird. I like putting in trapdoors in little places where you might not notice them straight away, but it does just give it that little element of detail, a little something different from your average house, or something like that. Yeah, so that is basically the building process of how you do this. If you want to go ahead, you make your house look however you want, or as I say, there are those screenshots back there that you can pause and copy away to your heart's content. No issues there. Tell you what, I'm going to put that there and that there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Don't forget to put in a little pathway here. You can use whatever you want. I always tend to mix in some greys here because it really fits the build. We'll go and check the one that I've done over here, which is just a mixture of cracked stone brick, stone, andesite, and cobble, and some gravel as well. That is that. Don't forget to bone meal, because that sets the house in place and makes it look like it's been there forever. Right. So there you go, everyone. That is how you build this medieval/Tudor house in Minecraft. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to leave a like. If you don't want to miss more builds like this, then hit that subscribe button. And remember to tell your mother about all of the wonderful buildings we're doing over here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.